Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Wednesday the 19th of February. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and to share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. 3 members of the Ants Posse gang were shot and killed during a confrontation with the police in Grangeville, Westmoreland early this morning. The encounter reportedly took place on Mint Road in the Crowder community during a pre-dawn targeted operation by a police team executing a search warrant. Reports indicate that as the police approached the premises, they came under heavy gunfire from armed men. The officers returned to fire. When the gunfire subsided, 3 men were found with gunshot wounds. They were pronounced dead at the Savannah Lamar Hospital. One 9mm Taurus G2C pistol and one Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol, with a magazine affixed containing 6 9mm rounds, were seized during the operation. A 4th suspect managed to escape during the exchange. He has been identified as Sandaria Van Horn, otherwise called Jug Lord, and is now on the police's radar. The deceased men have not yet been formally identified, but investigators believe they are key members of the Ants Posse gang, which has been linked to serious crimes in the area. Police are continuing their investigations. One of St. Andrew North Police's most wanted men, Keith Nico Newman, was fatally shot in a reported confrontation with the police in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, this morning. The incident reportedly happened in the Marchpen area sometime after 3 a.m. The police identified Nico as a major violence producer in Spanish Town and the sections of the corporate area. He was wanted for the murder of 37-year-old Adrian Choppy Hines, who was fatally shot at his gate on Erie Castle Road in Stonehill, St. Andrew last October. Nico was also wanted for a shooting that took place last week at Red Gathering, where 1 man was shot and injured, and he was a person of interest in the murder of 2 schoolboys last year along Erie Castle Road. According to police sources, Nico was a rival to another gangster, Orville Marvin Denny, who was also fatally shot by the police last week. Former People's National Party Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western, Julian Silvera, was today remanded for a trial on January 12 next year in relation to the murder of his wife Melissa. The 52-year-old businessman was arrested and charged on January 18 last year with murder and has been in custody since. The trial date, however, was scheduled today when Silvera appeared before Justice Vinette Graham Allen in the Home Circuit Court. A trial readiness hearing was also set for September 25th this year. King's Counsel Peter Champini and attorney-at-law Patrice Riley are representing Silvera. 55 Jamaicans are scheduled to be deported from the United States on the 27th of February. However, Christopher Dodoscoke is not among them. Despite rumors on social media, embassy officials confirmed that Coke will not be deported, as he is said to be released from U.S. prison in 2029, with no indications of an early release. Coke was sentenced in 2010 after being extradited to the U.S. for charges related to his leadership of the Shower Posse. The Jamaican embassy noted that the number of deportations is consistent with previous months, and there has not been a significant rise in Jamaicans voluntarily seeking to return home. However, Jamaica's ambassador to the US, Audrey Marks, mentioned that more out-of-status Jamaicans are reaching out to the embassy to return before facing deportation. The embassy has also launched an immigration corner on its website to guide Jamaicans, providing a list of legal resources and urging citizens to be cautious and stay informed about legal changes. A taxi operator was on Tuesday night shot in Spanish Town, St. Catherine by gunmen posing as passengers. It is reported that about 8:45 p.m., the taxi operator was traveling along Fairfield Road when he was stopped by 2 men requesting transportation to Spanish Town. After entering the vehicle, the men instead demanded to be taken to Red Pond. When the driver refused, both men brandished firearms. In response, the taxi operator switched off the vehicle and jumped out in a bid to escape. The assailants chased the driver and fired several shots at him, hitting him in the arm. After evading his attackers, the injured driver managed to return to his vehicle and drove himself to hospital, where he was admitted. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch has launched a probe into the incident. 3 men have been charged by the St. Catherine South Police following the sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl at a house in the parish on Wednesday, February 5. The accused are a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 21-year-old. The police reported that around midnight, the men met the girl and took her to a rental property. There, they allegedly gave her a pill before sexually assaulting her and videotaping the act. The incident was later reported to the police. The men were picked out in an identification parade and subsequently charged. They are facing multiple charges including rape, grievous sexual assault, sexual touching of a child, unlawful detention, and producing and possessing child pornography with the intention to distribute. In business, Director General of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, Dr. Wayne Henry, is rejecting claims that the country is in a recession. Addressing a media briefing on Wednesday, Henry says that despite recent economic contractions, the underlying fundamentals of the Jamaican economy remain strong. The technical definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of economic decline. As of the 4th quarter in 2024, Jamaica has met that definition. The Director General acknowledged this reality. However, he says one single metric is not enough to properly gauge a true recession. He said a recession is usually accompanied with declines in other key indicators such as employment and overall fiscal health. As of October, the country continues to enjoy record low unemployment of 3.5%. All other indicators such as business and consumer confidence and inflation continue to trend in the right direction. The PIOJ Director General says these statistics suggest the country is not in a recession. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.